now back to the nav. All right, so this is where kind of the rubber hits the road. It is harder in practice, but I think long term it makes a lot more sense to pull these things out of their context. So I'm going to select that nav bar to pull out because I want to make this into a component. I'm also going to go ahead and apply that. I named that bark by accident, so I'm going to name that back. All right, so we want to create out of this selection, we want to create a new component. So I'm going to click that Create Component button and name this nav. Okay. Now that I've done that, I could apply that same layout grid if I wanted to. It's in the little styles doohickey here. Okay, sorry for that. So in this little layout grid thing here, 4 pix 8C. So in looking at it, it feels like these two things are too close to the edge. So I'm going to move that house home button over here. Move that using my column grid as a reference. Grabbing all these things and again distributing the spacing between them. Handy tool, no reason to use your eyeballs. Just have the computer do that work for you. Alright, so this has been made into a component. So now it can be applied. Okay, so grid on grid kind of gets a little confusing and such, so you're welcome to terminate those, turn them back on, turn them back off. That's another reason why to make a style out of elements so they can be applied. Okay, so I'm going to put some text with my home button here. I'm going to use the typeface, Open Sans, and that's crazy big, so I'm going to go down to 10 point. I'm going to center it horizontally and vertically using these tools here. And centering that like so. Okay, so we want to make as things systemizable as possible. So it's ideal to make not only the nav a component, but all of the icons components themselves. This comes very important when it comes to prototyping. If you don't do it this way, then it makes prototyping much more arduous. So that'll be the next step.